Welcome back to the channel. Coach Mike is here. So today I'm going to go over a specific detail about the mount escape, the UPA mount escape. This is specifically Rickson, Gracie's, his move, his technique. I've seen it from Henry Aikens, I've seen it from a bunch of Dirty Dozen people. So I end up showing it to people all the time, and Mike end up showing it to people. Like we end up showing this like a lot. So might as well make a video about it. So very simple. So first, if we get down, and Mike is mounted on me. So if I try to do the regular UPA escape, when I'm UPAing up and then over, Mike can block with one of his arms. He can save himself. So if I try to come up like this and I come over, yeah, he can post out like that. Well, I forgot this. Okay. So first I need his hand, right? And so if I try to do this UPA where I'm going up and over, he can use this arm to adjust. So I go up and over, and I can't get it. Now, what I want is, I don't want to be moving him. I want to move myself underneath him. So what I'm doing is, I got his hand, I'm blocking his hip with my knee here and my other hand, so he can't go anywhere. And then I'm going to be turning myself underneath him like this. He's completely unable to catch himself because I'm moving out from underneath him rather than trying to push him over. Mike, do you have any thoughts about this?
I think it'd be good to show it from the other angle as well. Okay. And like I'll just talk in as we go. So do like old school.
Old school. Yeah.
So step, which I see value in this still, right? Like we're learning that we're making the hips light by getting the weight towards the hands. The weight towards the hands does make it a little more difficult for me to make this transition. It makes that roll easy. But like as he goes to roll, I am able to cross post, and this could become dangerous. I could start sliding up towards this arm lock up here. So let's just kind of like see how you're really getting out from underneath me, and you're gonna see how my knee gets locked in as well. So go ahead. So stepped over, that knee's locked in. What this does here, let me stop you first. Oh, I'm gonna fall. It stops me from utilizing this portion of my body as a base as well. So one thing that it's kind of like maybe a little invisible, you might not even realize you're doing it, is that when you're getting moved there, you'll let that knee kind of like splay out as like a post. And most of us, we don't think about it, we don't practice it, it's just like natural, like intuitive. So when we get that locked in there, it takes that ability away, right? And now I'm underneath because he's moving out from under me. So I'm unable to hit that reach in that post because, did you notice I got my post?
Yeah,
the position.
Yeah.
But it's not about rolling me over, it's about you moving out from under me. So that post, and you'll feel, and don't let maybe the slowness of this movement deter you, right? Because it just feels like that inevitable fall. Like I feel like, oh, am I stopping it? Am I stopping it? Boom, right? So that's the realistic feel to it. So when you're utilizing this technique, expect that, all right? Start to love stuff like that because that's a good feeling. Like when you're doing something so slow and they're just like, boom.
All the time. I totally agree. Like this happens all the time. I do it slow all the time too. On purpose or not on purpose. Sometimes they might be like almost catching themselves, but if you do it correctly, there's really nothing. They shouldn't be able to do almost anything.
Right. Yes. I would love to take this opportunity to give you a little pat on the back as well. So I learned this technique from Jared, and Jared's a student of mine. So I hope maybe you take a little bit of that. Like, hey, you can learn from anybody, right? Like I learned from my students and stuff like that, right? Because he sought out different things. He thinks about things a little differently. Brains are wired a little different. So I'm open to it, right? And I'm like, oh, I don't think what are you gonna teach me? I teach you. No, that's not the case at all. There's always these little details that you can pick up. And I've heard stories of some of the more legendary instructors, probably Rickson or whatever, the white belt will come in and they'll do something and like, hey, what are you doing? And the white belt might not even know what they're doing. They're just kind of moving in this fashion that just kind of makes sense to them for some odd reason. And and the black belt instructor will be will understand the whys behind it, and then everybody can really benefit. Don't shortchange yourself.
Well, thank you, Mike. So yeah, that's pretty simple. Thanks for watching. See you next time. You might be able to like and subscribe and stuff. Thanks to Coach Mike for being on the channel again. and we'll see you next time. Come down and train.
It's real.